What's up, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Cool video today. This is one I've been meaning to do this for quite some time, and I just hadn't gotten around to it, I guess is the best way to say it, but we're gonna do it now. So behind me, obviously this is my 2023 Toyota Tundra Platinum Edition. I wanted to show you guys kind of how I got my truck set up, give you kind of like a little mini tour. It's not much to show, but I want to show you guys how I have my truck rigged up as I travel the country on tour, right? How I store my rods, all my gear, etc., right? I wanted to do that. I've been wanting to do that for quite some time, so I'm gonna do that in this video, but it's gonna be a two-part because I know a lot of you have been waiting to get the review, the update on my thoughts of this new Tundra. So we'll jump into that, all of the specifics, the performance aspects, da-da-da-da-da. But first I'm just gonna take y'all like on a little mini tour, kind of like Cribs. Remember MTV Cribs? But like in the truck. Cribs of the truck. That's what we're doing right now. This right here, like I already said, is a 2023 Toyota Tundra. This is the 6-cylinder though. They no longer make an 8-cylinder. This is the twin turbo 6-cylinder. I'm gonna get into that later. Right now I'm just gonna show you guys, but I want to, kind of set it up for you. So we're gonna go ahead and jump inside, give you guys a look. I actually cleaned my truck. I ain't gonna even be like trying to front like my truck's always like this, because it is not, but I cleaned my vehicle not that long, a few days ago. So it's relatively clean on the inside. I got a little dust on some of the interior, but it's all good. So this truck came with, this is like a big deal for me. You gotta have those like WeatherTech mats in there. I'm always hopping in and out, rain, wet, mud on the boots, on the shoes, whatever. Got my carpet covered. Leather interior on this vehicle, really, really nice, very comfortable seats, very spacious, right? Got the step board that pops out every time you open and close the doors, like this right here. That's smooth right there. Your boy is 5'7", so I don't need to be jumping up into the truck. I definitely need that, so. All right, all kind of little gadgets laying every which way, but the main takeaways, I got a little clothing rack that I put in here. I got it Jimmy rigged. It's zip tied up here, up top, but he ain't going nowhere. Been with us all season. And look, y'all know I can't stand no cold weather, right? So wherever I go, I don't care how hot it is, summertime, it don't matter. Your boy gonna have some warm clothes readily available, jerseys. I got hats everywhere. This is just how we rocking. A couple little wire harness, I don't know what that's about, but this is how I'm rocking in my truck, bro, for real. This is literally fresh off tour. I've taken a few items out of the back of my truck, which I'll show you guys here in a minute, but this is how I'm rolling. This is a little cheap little investment I got right here that I think anybody that does a lot of traveling should keep. And this plugs into a cigarette lighter, like so. And this is an air pump, bro. A little cheap one. I got this off Temu. Yeah, you heard me. Temu. Everybody making fun of Temu. I did too, until I got this for $10 off Temu. And guess what? I've used it 6 times. No problems. So shout out Temu for that. Stuff that back in there. All right, we're gonna come around back. How about this right here? Everybody has to have a towing hitch, right? And for me, on both my vehicles, I got a BMW. BMW is not a sponsor of mine. I bought this with my own money. Why did I buy a BMW? Couple reasons. Very sturdy, heavy duty tow hitch right here. Not gonna have any problems with it. Then on top of that, I get 2 different balls on this particular model. They make another model where you can get 3 different size balls. So I got 2 different size balls on here, and I can adjust this very swiftly on the fly. That's why I absolutely love this. Now, I'm gonna give you some game. When you got a BMW tow hitch, you need a lock. And so I have a lock on here too. People will 1,000,000% steal this if you don't have that bad boy locked up. Very unfortunate, but that's just the times we live in, man. You make an investment like a BMW tow hitch, I think they're a couple $100. Go ahead and buy you a little lock, man, because it won't be on there very long. Somebody will take that. All right, gang. This is a Lear truck cap that I have. Now y'all about to get into my business a little bit. It's a little disastrous back here. I'm telling you, I washed my truck, but I didn't like go through and like do all of that. This is how I'm living right now. All right, I got my boat cover from a Ranger. I got a random tote that I keep some all kind of tackle. I think my wife put this blanket in here. I don't know why this is in here. We ain't gonna worry about that. But zoom in back there, Colin. This is some important stuff. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of very key items in the back of my truck. Y'all see that jack back there, that floor jack? When I tell you that's a very valuable piece of equipment, 10 out of 10. If you travel a lot, you need to put one of these in the back of your truck. Blowouts on the trailer, blowouts in your truck, we're gonna make it spiffy. And what goes hand in hand with that is this boy right here. Hey, one of the best investments I ever made right here. This is a lithium drill impact gun. I said drill, it's an impact. Quick, high power, take them tires off in no time. I'll be feeling like the pit crew at NASCAR with this bad boy. Real quick, man, seriously. Save you a ton of time from being on the side of the road, broke down with whatever. And then I just got some random tools and some miscellaneous items, a couple transducers and non-important stuff. I'm showing you guys what's really important. There's a bunch of other stuff that I've taken out of my truck too, all my tackle and all, it's in the shop. I'll show you guys here in a minute, but this is the main important thing that I want to share with y'all. This right here. Impact. All right. I'm about to do something with this blanket. All right, moving along. Right here. Shout out to my boy Russ, man. Cool little fun fact. Russ has bought one of my boats and he's actually purchasing another. My 2026 Ranger is going back to my buddy Russ. Russ is the owner of Rod Coffin. This bad boy right here is the best investment I have ever made for tournament bass fishing. Best money I've ever spent, right here. I can put, I'm gonna say 65, probably at least 50 with rods on them, at least 50 with reels on them. Lord knows how many rods you could put in there with no reels on them. A couple hundred, I'm sure. But I've had that particular rod coffin since 2018, so it's now 7 years old. I've never had a single problem, never had a leak, never had a crack, never had a defect, never had anything go wrong with this piece of equipment. And it's just awesome, man. And my buddy makes it. So the rod coffin is definitely an awesome investment, man. If you guys are gonna be fishing full time or even just fishing a lot and wanna keep your stuff organized, man. All right, you guys saw the other side. So here's the couple extra rain suits, jerseys, special coat, and I keep hella hats. People get on me all the time when they come hop in my truck because I got so many hats. It's like, Mark, do you need all these hats? Yeah, I need all these hats. You never know what the occasion is. You never know how I'm feeling. And then at the end of the day, sometimes I get a call from a sponsor like, hey, Mark, I need you to do this. Boom, I got to throw a Bill Lewis hat on. I got to throw on a Mercury hat real quick. We gotta make it happen. So got to have hats. Very important. All right, now driver's side. First thing you notice when you hop in this truck, obviously, you just cannot miss this screen right here. So this is a 14-inch touch screen, which is super dope for navigating or, you know, whatever you want to do, play some music, that sort of a deal. Very, very easy and convenient. And then of course, all your displays, it's all pretty much standard as far as that goes, but super cool. The screen is definitely the highlight of the truck on the inside. 4-wheel drive vehicle. I have that right here. Of course, I rarely ever need to use that, but in some cases, we get on those super duper steep launch ramps and you have a hard time pulling out, sit there and burning your tires. You can throw in a 4 real quick and yank something out. So that's really cool. All right, so let's get to the stuff that y'all probably really want to talk about, and that's the performance of the vehicle. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I've had 3 Tundras, this being one of them. I have a 2020 that's right here behind us, and I also had a 2015. Both those vehicles were 8-cylinder vehicles, right? And everybody wants to talk about the difference between the 8-cylinder and the 6-cylinder, which is this, what I have here, the 6-cylinder twin turbo. And I'm gonna just shoot y'all straight, just straight up. This truck right here has more power than that truck right there, in my opinion, from experience of using the vehicle. When I come to a complete stop and I go to take off with this vehicle, zero hesitation. Sometimes I don't even know the boat's back there. It just, boom, it just goes. Now, this is a hybrid, right? So it's partially electric and gas. And so whenever you first hit the gas, that first surge is all electric, and then it converts over into the gas. You'll hear it transition as you're driving, right? And it's just like driving like a golf cart. When you first hit the gas on a golf cart, I mean, a lot of times you jump, you get that jerk because that responsiveness of the electric side of it, right? Same thing when I'm towing right here. Very, very powerful vehicle, a lot of low end torque. Again, I don't have any issues whatsoever. I think it's stronger than my 8-cylinder, to be quite honest. Gas mileage, I know that's the elephant in the room. Everybody wants to speak about the gas mileage of this truck. Before I get into that, this truck has a 3-inch lift on it, and then I got giant tires on it, right? So I have 35-inch tires on this truck with a 3-inch lift, so gas mileage is not gonna be great, right? I don't think gas mileage is great with any towing vehicle. All my buddies tow with diesels. I talk to them all the time. Really, they a lot of times they sound like it's about the same, to be honest with you. But this truck is in the 11 to 12 miles per gallon with this particular setup. Now, if you were to run this truck stock, you would do a lot better gas mileage, in my opinion. But of course, the way I have it loaded down with all my gear, rod, coffin, it's catching some wind, and then of course the lift and the big tires, it's gonna eat up a little bit of gas. But the standout for this vehicle is not that. The standout to me are two things. One, I feel like it's the best looking truck on the road. That always has captured my eye with Toyota, and that's why I bought one going back into 2014. I love a good looking vehicle. And then secondly is the reliability, okay? I think I got 55,000 miles on this vehicle, and this vehicle's only been in the shop for oil changes and tire rotation. That's it. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. Now I need some new tires. Getting ready to have to buy some new tires, but obviously that's just natural wear and tear from driving the vehicle. But I've never been in the shop for any of these sorts of problems at all. And the same goes for my 2020, which is right there, that has 135,000 miles on it. Oil changes, that's it. Tire rotations, that's it. You take care of the vehicle, it's gonna take care of you. Toyota builds a reliable product, man. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this. I'm gonna end on this. If you're in the market for a vehicle, you may wanna consider Toyota. I'm just saying. The only truck brand out there that supports what we all love to do, and that's Tournament Bass Fish. They sponsor the Bassmaster Elite Series. They sponsor Major League Fishing. They sponsor all of us anglers through the Bonus Bucks program, excuse me. So if nothing else twists your arm to buy a Toyota, that's definitely gonna be it right there. They support fishing, something that we all love. So just thought I'd jump in here, man, and do a little quick video for y'all, show y'all the vehicle. I know there's been some questions. People have been commenting about that in other videos not pertaining to the vehicle. So I wanted to make sure I got back to that for you guys. I didn't forget about you. So that's a quick snapshot of my Tundra. Again, this is a 2023. Damn, I'm about to say 13. This is a 2023 Toyota Tundra. This is a Platinum Edition, and this is what they call the IMAX vehicle that is a hybrid, electric and gas. I love the vehicle, right? Super reliable, tons of power, and it's just an overall good vehicle. So if you're in the market, make sure y'all check it out. Get you a Tundra. See ya.